That's not ideal. Oh, it's starting to rain. I can feel it. Come on. I'm not gonna ruin a camera because you want to be selective on the grass you poop in. She's figured it out though. She will not poop close to home. And it's really annoying, especially when there's rain coming. So she has to be walked properly along the canal, wined and dined, before she does her thing. Yep, it is definitely wet. It's gonna be like this all day. So last week I talked about how I really needed to figure out how to clean this up, and I am really excited to say we have found a solution. I think it's a lot better though. I'm pretty happy with it. It feels better. I think I got some of it off my lip, which was really bothering me because it would tickle my lip, and I don't like that. There's a significance to this number. And the significance to that number is how many times I have moved in my adult life. Now granted, a few of those moves were within the same city or area, but it's nonetheless a different flavor of experiences. And in almost every circumstance, I find myself thinking, damn, those were the good times. And for me, I love reminiscing on the days where I was living in a not so ideal apartment with one of my closest friends. It goes back to my military days when I wasn't making a lot of money and I was working not so ideal hours. But it's funny that in those moments, it's hard to realize the things you really appreciate most. And instead, you dwell on the negativity so heavily that it just consumes you. But reflecting on those days, it wasn't the stresses of money or working a job that wasn't exactly the definition of fun. But it was the nights as a fresh 21-year-old, staying up late, playing video games, and discovering the world of craft beer that I find myself reminiscing on. It was the first date in an overwhelming infatuation with a girl that I hit on in the park by giving her my number on a receipt. And spoiler alert, that girl is Madeline. Now, skipping ahead a few years, I got out of the military and moved to Grand Rapids, Michigan. And with that move, I rediscovered my hate for the winter and the harsh Midwest conditions. But I fixated on that, and I begged for a change. And then I ended up moving to an island in the Caribbean. But it's funny that shortly after that massive change, I found myself reflecting on frigid kiteboarding sessions that were some of the best of my life, and being around people that are like-minded and crazy enough to go out kiteboarding in the winter. And now we jump to my most recent transition, which was moving from an island in the Caribbean to Indianapolis, Indiana, right in the middle of a pandemic. So the point I'm trying to make is this. Despite the negativity that we're all going through, I almost guarantee that we'll look back and maybe have an appreciation for this. I'm willing to bet that there's going to be some kind of meme or something written on the internet to the tune of, hey, remember when we shut down the world for several months and were actually encouraged to sit at home and do nothing? Why can't we go back to that?
Quarantine so that they know they have healthy people to no, I'm like eating and talking.
So they give
You want me to explain it all to
No.
They give me quarantine, so I'm insured. So they make sure I'm healthy enough to cover someone if they should need to go get testing and stuff. Then there's for sure backup and enough people to keep the hospital afloat.
Do you think you're gonna look back on quarantine and remember it as good times? Mm-hmm. Why is that? Because you're off work a lot?
Yeah.
Any other reason?
Because I think I've pretty much videoed every day. And so I have snapshots of every day. And we're always doing something silly and stupid, so...
Yeah.
And good times.
Another 2 weeks. It's like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, right? Essentially. Because you were at work for 2 weeks.
The way my schedule worked out.
Yeah. Are you enjoying quarantining with me?
Mm-hmm.
Have we gotten in any fights?
Not fights. Just little things about where pillows and blankets go. It's simple.
Well, I got some shit to say about that.